what's up guys? Welcome to this video, and I'm gonna do these videos more often actually. I want to help you guys with advice, with things that I've learned along my journey, and I want to save you guys some time in your journey, all right? Currently I'm back in beautiful Dubai, super grateful to be here, and today I want to talk about actually the why. The why is one of the most important things in your journey. That's where everything starts, because the why really creates your desire. And desire is the starting point of all success. So basically, when we look at the why, it stands for what hurts you. What is the thing that's actually hurting you? You need to write down what your pain points are for yourself. Like for me personally, when I was working in my job and I was looking on TikTok and I saw a 17-year-old boy actually making $20,000 a month with dancing on TikTok, and I needed to clock in on my job, I was like, what the hell? That was a trigger point for me. That was really a pain point. When I saw that my parents, my mother for example, is still working in a job, that was a pain point for me. When I saw, for example, that I couldn't travel when I wanted to and I couldn't have that freedom, that was a big pain point for me. So you need to write down for yourself, what are your pain points? That's the first one. The second thing that you need to be aware of when we talk about the why is everything in your mind is a program. And even desire is a program, because we cannot have a desire for something if we have never experienced it. And this is crazy, because if you grew up, for example, not in your current country, but let's say you grew up in a farm in Russia. You never had an iPhone, you never heard about online income, you've never heard about making money through the internet, you've never heard about traveling, and so on and so on. You would not have a desire to create it, which is crazy because you have never experienced it. So you don't know what you don't know. And it's that program that is limiting you, myself as well, to go to the next level. So every single morning when I wake up, I'm looking for ways to change my program. It's like a computer software. I'm looking for ways to update that software. So we need to understand that the input for that software is basically our five senses. We can all hear, we can all speak, we can all listen, we can all smell, but how much are you actually using those five senses to create your dream life? Are you living in the past with your five senses, or are you living in the future? For example, the things that I see, my screensaver on my phone has the goals with what I want to achieve. The things that I listen to, I don't listen to people that don't have what I want. I only listen to people that have what I want. I'm listening to podcasts, I'm listening to multimillionaires, I'm listening to motivationals when I wake up. Even when I'm in the toilet, when I'm in the gym, when I'm in the shower, I'm always listening to somebody that has what I want. For example, the things that you can feel. Do a test drive with your dream car, because you can't have a desire for something if you haven't experienced it. Touch the steering wheel, smell the leather, push the pedal to the metal. This is how you can actually start triggering your five senses and start triggering your desire. This is also something that when we talk about the why, it's also part of the why, because the why creates your desire. So we need to understand that desire is a program that we can program for ourselves. And the third thing is we all have certain trigger points. And this is also very important to understand. I read the book from Relentless from Tim Grover. Tim Grover was actually the coach for more than 15 years, Michael Jordan, also Kobe Bryant. And he actually wrote a book about an athlete's mindset. And one of the things that he saw with Michael Jordan is that he saw that with a lot of athletes and highly successful entrepreneurs, is that they had dark energy. They had certain trigger points. For example, Michael Jordan, when he was like 10, 15 years in his career, he won everything that there was to win. He was on top of the world, but he was also getting a little bit older. And he was playing a basketball game, and his first half was not really good. And one of his competitors came to him and said, like, you're getting older, Michael. It's not like it used to be. Maybe you need to retire, and so on and so on. And for a lot of basketball players, that might be you know, a reason to start thinking, oh my God, do I need to retire? Am I getting older? And so on and so on. For Michael, that was the switch that he was looking for in his game. He was actually looking for that. And this is what I mean with trigger points, because you will, every single person that is watching this, you will experience some triggers. But it's up to you on what you're gonna do with those triggers. For example, for me, when I started with online income, my parents were super skeptical. They said, it's not gonna work, you're crazy, it's a scam, just do your job, blah, blah, blah. And for a lot of people that I have coached personally, I've seen that that was a trigger to quit because they listened to their parents. For me, that was a trigger to go even harder. There was like a little voice in my head that said, wait, in 2 years, I'm gonna do this full time. Another trigger point could be, for example, your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You have a breakup, or he or she cheated on you. And for a lot of men or women, they will literally sit on the couch for 1 year straight, drinking soda, eating chips, and getting fat. Or you can use it as a trigger to go hardcore. You can gain 10 kilos of muscle. You can actually build 2-3 streams of income. This is something that you can use as a trigger point. When your friends are hating, you could say, okay, I'm gonna quit and go back to my old life. Or you can say, wait a minute. If they're not gonna support me, they're gonna have regret in a few years. So this is actually what I call triggers. Use them, they're very efficient, because when you're in your journey, it's not always going like this. Your journey will go like this. You have ups, you have downs, you have highs and lows. Now, I'm always looking for those trigger points because I'm always looking for a desire that is like at the maximum point, because I know that the bigger the desire, the faster my success will come. So this is something that I use personally. I would say write down what your pain points are, trigger your 5 senses on a day-to-day basis, and also identify those trigger points in your journey and use them as an energy source to actually go harder, not to quit. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.